Malaysia's mass rapid transit stations are going to get gamified this November. Introducing the Hype Train, the first ever video game event that takes place in the Klang Valley's awesome MRT stations. This November, you get a chance to play the best and latest video games for free at select MRT stations. You'll also stand a chance to win amazing prizes. How? By collecting points from each gaming kiosk all across the MRT line and designated routes. Pre-registrations for the Hype Train will also commence in the next few days, rewarding early birds with a significant advantage compared to walk-in sign-ins. Hype Train! Don't miss out on Malaysia's first ever video game and public transport Wombo Combo experience. Greetings once again, this is Mr. Toffee here, presenting you with This Week in PC Gaming for the illustrious week of 11th November. Here, I'll be recapping the biggest PC game news in one bite-sized video format. Let's begin. Overwatch 2 is getting a new hero, an Omnic leader named Ramatra. He made his debut in the old Overwatch back in 2019 during the Storm Rising PvE event. And now, after a few years, he's a playable tank character. His kit revolves around two separate forms, a slim DPS form that's good for poking enemies from afar, and a tough larger Nemesis form that charges forward and has a brawler combat style. Ramatra is also close friends with Omnic healer Zenyatta, so expect to hear tons of banter between the two if they're on the same team. Bad news? You still need to reach tier 55 to unlock him when he's out. The Project Cars series, which EA has acquired when it bought Codemasters in early 2021, has been shut down. EA stated that it closed Project Cars in order to prioritize our focus in areas where we believe we have the strongest opportunity to create experiences that fans will love. Ian Bell, the founder of Slightly Mad Studios who made Project Cars, has put out a damning tweet about EA's decision to lay off loads of people. It says, "EA, keeping on being awesome. I said my bit and I stand by every word as they continue to prove them." How are those numbers, people with hopes, dreams and families, looking at the bottom of those spreadsheets? That is unfortunately another mark on the chalkboard for EA, who is known for buying companies and killing them off since, well, the 90s. So the big D from Activision Blizzard, Diablo 4, is coming out next April, allegedly. A report on Windows Central states that the game will be out on April 2023. The game's release date will be announced and made official at this year's Game Awards / the Jeff Keighley trailer show on 8th December. In fact, you can pre-order the game starting on 8th December once that is announced. There'll be a physical collector's edition with in-game goodies and other Blizzard titles, as per the tradition for new mainline Blizzard games. Also, there will be an early access and open beta version of the game available on February 2023. And much to the joy for gamers everywhere, Diablo 4 will adopt a season-based live service supported by microtransactions. Hopefully, all the microtransactions in Diablo 4 will be purely cosmetics, or else Activision Blizzard will have another PR nightmare and launch woes just like Overwatch 2 is experiencing right now. Doom Eternal composer Mick Gordon parted ways with Doom developer id Software back in 2020. After 2 years, Gordon is finally speaking out and giving his side of the controversy. In a lengthy post on Medium, Gordon gives his full statement on the matter, in which he claims that id Software studio director Marty Stratton lied about the circumstances of his leaving over 2 years ago. The gist of it is that he was not paid or compensated for his work and was forced to engage in crunch to complete his work. He also said that he only discovered after the game was released that id Software had used nearly all the music he produced throughout development, almost 5 hours worth, while only paying for half of it. That really sucks, considering that Mick Gordon is one of the best Western game music composers out there and deserves full compensation. After all, he did the soundtrack to the amazing PC fighting game reboot. Anyway, we hope that justice is served. Here are the PC games to play and check out this week. Here's a game we didn't get to include last week because sometimes we miss things, so let's remedy that. Ghost Song is a Metroidvania that wears its inspiration on its sleeve, that being the Metroid series thanks to the game's creepy corridors, alien foes, and atmospheric music. The game's combat mechanic is interesting. When your gun overheats, you gain buffs to your melee, meaning you can chip away at enemies with your shooter, then finish them off with a high damage melee. Fun! It also features a talented voice actress, Su-Ling Chan, as the voice of the dead suit. Alicia Bolle. Soulstone Survivors is a Vampire Survivor clone, aka a WASD game, with mouse cursor aiming, loads of classes to unlock, a robust upgrade mechanic, and tons of firepower and explosions. It's in early access at the moment. Tactics Ogre Reborn is a remake of the classic JRPG back in 1995 for the Super Nintendo. The strategy JRPG remake retains a multiple endings and branching paths storyline that it's renowned for, while also featuring a class-wide level management system, new user interface and control improvements, and a World Tarot feature that lets you go back to past choices you made and see how the other answers play out. And the Chariot Tarot option that lets you rewind up to a certain number of moves during battle. Very handy. Lastly, we have Valkyrie Elysium. Valkyrie Elysium is an action RPG where you play a Valkyrie and can summon a bunch of Einherjar warriors to help kill off the undead and monsters plaguing Midgar. There's a rehashed plot from the first Valkyrie profile game as you play through it, but nobody cares about that. The meat here is the action. The soul chain power-up that lets you grapple and get up close like Spider-Man, and elemental power-ups that let you cripple and stun foes with strong attacks and combos. Plus, God of War Ragnarok isn't on PC yet. So if you want your Norse mythology action fix on the Master Race platform, you'll either have to wait a year or two or jump onto Valkyrie Elysium. It's pretty solid stuff. And that's it for this week's PC Gaming News, where we bring you the best news and game picks for the Master Race platform, be it desktops or laptops. If you like more videos like these, do subscribe to our YouTube page and smash that notification button like you would those WASD keys on your favorite Vampire Survivor clone. We post new content every week. Bye for now and keep your gaming real. Real PC! Oh yeah!